number 31 onwards. Data regarding quantities of 3 types of bread, brown, white, multigrain, sold by 2 stores. There are 2 stores A, B. 3 different types of breads are available: brown, white, multigrain. A sold 20 kgs of brown bread, which was 20% more than that sold by store B. B should be 16 only. If B becomes 100%, A 125. So AB ratio 5:4. 5 parts is 20, 4 parts 16. Total quantity of white bread sold by both stores together was 14 kgs more than brown bread sold by both stores together. Brown bread both stores together 36. 14 more 50 white bread. Both stores sold equal quantities of white bread. That means 25 each. Quantity of multigrain bread sold by store A was 3/5 of that of white bread sold by it. 3/5 of 25. 15. Quantity of multigrain bread sold by store B was 2/5 of that of white bread sold by it. 2/5 of this number. Both together 25. What was the difference between quantities of white bread and brown bread sold by store B? White and brown. Difference 9. On Tuesday, if quantity of brown bread sold by both the stores together increased by 50% from Monday. Given data is for Monday only. And this increased by 50%, 18 increase becomes 54. Total quantity of brown bread was sold by both the stores together on Tuesday. 54 kada? What was the total quantity of multigrain bread sold by both stores? Fifth option. Multigrain bread cost 70 rupees per kg. Total, how much amount did store B receive from selling multigrain bread? 700. Over. Had Akhil been born after 6 years, his present age would have been double the present age of Ruby. If Akhil present age is A, if he has been born after 6 years, his age will increase or decrease? Decrease by 6, which is equal to double the present age of Ruby. Had Akhil been born after 4 years, his age becomes A minus 4 is equal to Ruby's age 17 years hence. R plus 17, correct? Here you need to add 2, then you'll get A minus 4, correct? If you apply the same here, 2R plus 2 is equal to R plus 17, correct? R is equal to 15. ఇది ఎప్పుడో చేసినట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. What is Ruby's present age? R 15. చేసామా ఇది? Perimeter of a square whose diagonal is 31√2 meters is equal to the perimeter of the rectangle. ఇది కూడా సేమే కదా? చెప్పాలా ఇవన్నీ? ఎంతమందికి తెలిసినవి ఉన్నాయి? ఓకే, మిగిలిన వాళ్ళు విన్నా గుర్తులేదనుకుంటా. Diagonal A√2 is equal to 31√2. Then A is equal to perimeter 4 times of 31 is equal to perimeter of the rectangle. From this, L plus B is equal to 62. Difference between length and breadth is 8, L minus B is equal to 8. Question is to identify area. Length is equal to sum divided by 2, which is 35. Breadth is equal to subtract 8 from it, you will get 27, and we need to calculate product. Avuna? Yes, answer ends with 5. Also 35 27 times. 27 is a 9 multiple. Answer must be 9 multiple. First let me eliminate third option. 9 multiplication rule. First option, no. Second option, no. Fourth option, fifth has to be your answer. Time taken by a train when traveling at 72 km per hour to cross a platform is 6 times the time taken by it when traveling at 126 km per hour to cross an electric pole. What is the respective ratio of the length of the platform and that of the train? First case, traveling with 72 kilometers per hour crosses a platform. Yes? So they are talking about time. Time in the sense distance by speed. If a train crosses platform, distance covered is train length plus platform length and traveling with the speed 72 km per hour. This is the time, which is equal to how many times? 6 times. 6 times of the time taken by 8 traveling at a speed of 126 km per hour to cross an electric pole. If it crosses an electric pole, distance covered is train length and speed 126. 621 times. Matladali. 3, 24, 7, 17t is equal to 7 parts. Question is to identify ratio of platform length to train length. Platform to train, which is 17 by 7. Done. The simple interest received on a principal of 350 was 122.50 when invested in a scheme for 5 years. Simple interest for 5 years is this much. Per year it is divided by 5, which is equal to 24.5. Matladali. Rate of interest is 24.5 divided by 350 into 100. Correct? This is equal to, what is 10% of the denominator? But we have less than that number. What is 1%? 3.5. 24.5 is equal to 7 times of 3.5. Then rate of interest is 7% per annum. If scheme be offered compound interest at the rate of which was 3% more than the rate of interest offered by scheme A. So new rate of interest R2 is equal to 10% per annum. Correct? What was the interest received by investing 1600 for 2 years in scheme B? Compound interest for 2 years at 10% per annum is 21%. So we need to calculate 21% upon 1600, which is 21 into 1%, 16. Come on. Answer ends with 6. Avuna? Yes? 21 is 3 multiple. Second option is 3 multiple. Fifth option is not 3 multiple. From the money Ha got from Ali, he bought a watch with 1/8 of money, fraction, paid half as tuition fee, and with 1/6 of the money, he bought a book. If after the mentioned expenses, Ha is left with 1600, how much money had Ali given to Ha? Yes. 3 fractions are there. LCM 24 parts. 1/8 of it 3 parts. Half of it 12 parts. 1/6 of it, total 19 parts already spent out of 24 remaining. So from this we can conclude remaining is equal to 1600, that is equal to 5 parts. Now we were asked to calculate 24 parts only. Yes, this is 320 times 320 has 0, we will write 0. Apart from 0, last digit 2 into 4, answer ends with 80. Second option. In a village, 35% of the registered voters are female. So female are 35%, then male are 65%. 60% of the male registered voters and 40% of the female registered voters cast their vote in the election. 60% of the male. 10% double triple? 10% double triple 39. And among female 40%. 10% double double? 3.5 double 7 double 14, which is equal to 53% casted their vote. Ram invested 15,250 in a scheme at the rate of R% per annum simple interest. The interest earned at the end of 12 years is more than the interest earned at the end of 2 years by 12,200. 12 years interest, 2 years interest. Difference is, so 10 years interest is this much only. Then per year, as it is simple interest, we can assume it as, we can conclude it as 1220. Avuna. This is calculated on 15,250 and rate of interest R value into 100. Avuna. Avuna. Right. What is 10% of the denominator? 10% of the denominator. Our numerator is less than that. Answer is less than 10%. How many options? Third option is 3 multiple, right? What is our numerator? 1220. Not a 3 multiple. So can this be your answer? Over. Come on. A is 50% more efficient than B. If B does 100%, A will do 150. So A to B ratio. What ratio is that? Efficiency ratio 3:2. Then time ratio. B started working and after 15 days, A replaced him. So first 15 days, B worked, B will do 2 units work. So 15 into 2, that is the work done by B in first 15 days. After that, A replaced him. So B will not be there, only A will be there. A finished the remaining work alone in 8 days. So A will do 8 into 3. This is the total work. Work done by B and work done by A. In how many days? B alone can finish 1/3 of the same work. This is total work. B should do 1/3 of this work by 3. And who should complete this? B per day will do 2 units. Numerator 30 plus 24. 54 divided by answer. There are 2 square gardens A and B. The side of garden B is 3 meters more than that of A. If A's side is A, B side becomes B. Guddale oka guddu guddate. B's side is 3 meters more than A. If A's side is A, B becomes A plus 3. The cost of mowing a garden is 4 rupees per meter, and the difference between Total cost of moving garden A and that of garden B was 252 rupees. In terms of rupees, difference in moving garden A and garden B is equal to 252 rupees. And you know that for moving per meter it costs 4 rupees. So to convert into area, it is divided by 4 only. That is equal to 63. What is 63? Area difference. Area difference. Now the question is, what is the perimeter of A? Whose side is more? Which is A plus 3 side. Area square minus square A area A square. Come on. A square minus B square format. A plus B into A minus B. A plus B. 2A plus 3. A minus B. 3. So 63 is equal to 2A plus 3 into 3. Come on. 3. 21. 3 comes to left hand side. 18. 2A is equal to 18. A is equal to 9. The question is to identify 4A. Avuna? 36. The speed of boat downstream is 3 times the speed of the same boat upstream. Which comparison is that? A comparison. Speed comparison. Downstream is how many times? 3 times of that of upstream. What is the respective ratio between speed of the boat in still water and speed of the current? So when you have downstream and upstream, how do you get ratio between man speed and stream speed? Sum by 2 and then difference by 2. Avuna? Sum enta? 4 by 2. Difference enta? Difference enta? By 2. Ratio 2:1. The average weight of boys in a class is 52 kgs and that of girls is 47 kgs. If the average weight of all the students in the class is 49.6 and the number of boys is 3 more than the girls, what is the total number of students in the class? First, boys average. How much? Then girls average. 40. If you add both boys and girls, you'll get class average. 49.6. Difference 2.6. Difference 2.4. So 26, 24 we can write. Simplified value 13:12. 13 parts, 12 parts. Difference 1 part. Difference in persons 3. Total people 25 parts, which is over. A shopkeeper bought 2 units of an article at the same price. Cost prices are same. Avuna? While selling the first, he incurred a loss of 30%. If you assume cost price is 100%, selling price of the first item is 30%, loss is there. Come on, 70%. On selling the second unit, he earned some profit. We don't know how much profit is that. On selling both the units, he incurred an overall loss of 5%. Overall loss of 5%. What is cost price of first item? Second item? Total? Out of 200 overall there is a loss of 5%. If there is 5% loss on 200, it is 10 loss. Then total selling price must be 190. Already have 70. Then second item should be sold at 120 only. What was its cost price? 100. Selling price? How much percentage of profit? 20%. over. The same we can treat one more way also. On first item there is a loss, minus 30. Second item, there is a profit, we don't know how much is that, X profit. Total how many items? 2 items. Overall loss is minus 5. Left hand side minus 30, right hand side minus 10. Minus 30 goes to the other side, X is equal to 20. Over. Number inside bracket. 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3. 1. Already 2 is there. Total value. 3 into 3. 9 and denominator 9 gets cancelled. Left over. Okay, now. 204 plus 245. 449. 0.25, 0.75, 1. Total 450 divided by answer. Under root of 1024 into 4 ends with, other number ends with, sum ends with, which cube ends with 6? Followed. 20%, here also 20%. So I can imagine it as 20% of 9 plus x. Right hand side, how much is that? 3 can be written as 20% of which number? 1. ఇక్కడ లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ 20% ఉంది కదా, 3ని కూడా అదే ఫార్మాట్లో రాసేసుకుందాం. 20% ఆఫ్ 15 కదా, 20% క్యాన్సిల్. 9 plus x is 15, x is equal to 6. Otherwise 20%, 1 by 5, 9 plus x is equal to 3. 5 goes to the other side, x is equal to 15. Answer 6. Followed. To the power of 2 by 3. What is denominator? Denominator 3. Denominator exponent. I am talking about only exponent. Denominator 3. So identify your base value. This is base only. As some number to the power of 3. 1 by 125 can be written as 1 by 5 whole cube to the power of 2 by 3 in the sense 1 by 5 whole square divided by 1 by 15 can be written as into 15 into 35. 35. 35. 7 multiple. In denominator, do you have 7 multiple? Answer must be 7 multiple. 5th final. Yes. Sum of these two numbers 160 goes to the other side. Minus 160. Right hand side already. 169. Minus 160. X square is 9. X is equal to 3. Squaring on both sides. Left hand side under root gets eliminated. Right hand side 12 goes to the other side. 26 how many times? X square is equal to, X is equal to, అర్థమైందా? Right. 3 1 by 9 minus 1 8 by 27. 35 by 27. Divided by 1 2 by 3. 5 by 3 can be written as into 3 by 5. 7 times, 9 times. How much you need to subtract? What fraction we need to subtract? 7 by 9. Instead of 7 by 9, subtract 1, add 2 by 9. ఓకేనా? 7 by 9 ప్లేస్లో 1 సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేద్దాము, తర్వాత 2 by 9 యాడ్ చేద్దాం. ఓకేనా? 1 సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే 2 1 by 9, దానికి 2 by 9 యాడ్ చేస్తే 2 3 by 9, 3 by 9 సింప్లిఫైడ్ వాల్యూ. ఆన్సర్ ఇది అర్థం కాలేదనుకోండి, ఇప్పుడు ఇదే కదా మనం చేయాలి, మాట్లాడాలి. ఇది లెస్ దెన్ 1 కదా, లెస్ దెన్ 1 సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే ఆన్సర్ దేనిలో ఉంటుంది? 2. చాలు, ఇంకా ఆన్సర్ 2లోనే కదా ఉండేది. ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? అయిపోయింది. -8 goes to the other side. +8. How much is right hand side number? 14. Left hand side 266 by x rada undi. X goes to right hand side. Right hand side 14 comes left hand side. Okay na? 4 into which number ends with 6? Either 4 or 9. Okay na? 70 how many times? 3 times. Avuna? Avuna? Right. 30%, 0.3 into 3. 0.3 into 3. Cube root kada? So, inside numbers, I will try to identify them as cubes because we have cube root. Denominator we have much clarity. 8 can be written as 2 cube. In numerator already under root of 81 is there, which is 9 can be written as 3 square. If you can identify one more 3, 9 and 3 together can be written as 3 cube. Avuna? What is the other number we have? Is it a 3 multiple? Yes. Take 3 from that. Already under root 81, 9 we have. I'll write it as 3 cube. From 192, if you take 3, it is 64, right? 64 can be written as 4 cube. All cube roots gets cancelled. Numerator 4 into 3, 12. Divided by 2. Okay na? 4 1 by 8. 33 by 8 into 2 10 by 11. 32 by 15 to the power of -2. That means divided by 15 square. 15 square can be written as 3 square into 5 square. Correct? 5 square ante 75 we have, that can be written as 3 into 25. So that this can be cancelled. Into 6 square can be written as 2 square into 3 square. So that we can cancel 3 square here, which is equal to 3 into x square. Again 3 can be cancelled. 2 square is x square. 2 square 4 ani kaadu. 2 square is x square. X is equal to option 4. Under root of 1225, 35. Cube root of 125 divided by 3 square. Avuna? Right. Numerator 30 by 3 square in the sense 3 cancellation, 10 by 3. 10 by 3, 3 1 by 3. Yes. Over.